The lead story today is Odell Beckham. Been a lot of rumors from a lot of people, I believe. When Jay Glazer said last year the Giants are going to trade Odell Beckham, and the Giants said, no, we're not going to do it, and the Giants traded Odell Beckham. And there's guys like Jay Glazer again saying multiple people are saying that OBJ, they want out of Cleveland. He's not happy. Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham yesterday is like, no, I love it here. And it was actually a great sign of maturity by OBJ. Not that he really loves Cleveland, but that he had the wherewithal to say this. Okay, that's bull. It's not special. It's awful. Here's this funny story about Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. was never a problem at LSU. And he was never a problem his first year in New York. But the minute the Giants had chaos, Coughlin left, Ben McAdoo came in, he did not deal well with chaos. He's one of those people. I'm the same way. I don't like chaos. I like habits. So he goes to Cleveland, and what is it this year? It's chaos. He's not happy. Well, I bought a home in Cleveland. You make $15 million a year. You got to buy real estate somewhere, and that's where he's going to live, right? 3 or 4 years. What, he's going to rent an apartment? Be part of a duplex downtown? Homes are cheap in Cleveland. He bought one. He'll run it out to stars that play in Cleveland for the next 25 years if he can't sell it. LeBron still has a place in Cleveland. Okay? When you play in a city and you're a pro athlete, you buy houses, you buy real estate, and you can figure you're going to be there for 4 or 5, 6 years. Family comes over, kids, whatevs. Here's the reality is, though. This was a very smart thing for Odell Beckham to say. It's becoming more of a wide receiver league. Not to say that pounding the rock doesn't matter. Baltimore, San Francisco, New England, these are running teams. They're very good. Saints, too. But perimeter players matter more than ever. And coming into Cleveland, Odell Beckham's reputation was he's a little bit of a distraction, and he's hurt a lot. What are the two things Odell Beckham has done this year? They're very smart. He's played through injuries. He's hurt. He's not going to show you he's hurt. So he wants to switch that reputation. I'm not hurt. I'm fine. A little nagging injury, no big deal. He's trying to change that narrative that I don't miss games. The second thing he's done, he was a little bit of the distraction in New York, yet this year, as the house is on fire in Cleveland, in the last 6-8 weeks, he's been the stable guy. The helmet situation, the T-shirt with the coach, Baker calls out the medical staff. You know what you haven't heard from? Odell Beckham. He's been the voice of reason. It's too special here. This is a very smart move by Odell Beckham. There are several teams in the NFL that would love to have him. Russell Wilson in Seattle, New England and Tom Brady. I think even New Orleans would peek at him if he wasn't as expensive as he is. But in an increasingly vertical league where special players separate, better athletes, Lamar and Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas are separating, he's got huge value, and he has smartly, over the last 2 to 3 months, changed the narrative. He doesn't get hurt as much, and he's actually in dysfunctional Cleveland very stable. By the way, the blame pie in Cleveland, I have never put Odell Beckham in it. I've said before, 75% of the issues here are front office driven. Then I think it's fair to say Baker and Freddie account for 25%, 12.5 each. But I thought once again yesterday, Odell Beckham, very smart, very mindful, very aware of his negative brands, hurt and a distraction, went the opposite way to shift it. He can tell me he loves Cleveland and it's special, but he's told me personally he hates chaos, and Cleveland right now leads the NFL in chaos. I still believe he wants out. I was told he was going to stay in New York. I didn't believe that. I believe the reports, and I believe the reports now. He's not long for Cleveland. All right, tonight is quite possibly a preview of the NBA Finals. Milwaukee is the best team in the East. There are several teams in the East that are interesting. Miami's playing very well, and Boston, I watched them last night a little bit against Dallas. But I don't think Miami, Philadelphia, or Boston can beat Giannis and that coaching staff and the depth of Milwaukee 4 times in 2 weeks. And the Lakers are the hottest team in the NBA, and I think Utah's very interesting. I like watching them play in Denver and Houston. Dallas is now a very, very fun watch when Luka gets healthy. But I don't think anybody can beat the Lakers 4 times in 2 weeks except the Clippers. So here we are once again. I was told all offseason, this is the year of parity, and we've got 3 teams that are clearly better than all the other teams. And I would say the 4 best players in the league play on those 3 teams: LeBron, Giannis, AD, and Kawhi. And we have no parity. And that's okay, because nothing is phonier than people who just don't like the NBA using it as a jumping off point when there's games like tonight and when you have dominant performances saying, this is why I can't watch the NBA, it lacks parity. But do you like tennis? Because Serena's dominated one side of it, and Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic have dominated the guys' side. Do you like college football? Because Clemson, Ohio State, and Oklahoma are once again great. How about FCS football, where North Dakota State will win its 7th national championship in 8 years? Or in baseball, where the Yankees basically guaranteed an American League Championship Series spot by signing Garrett Cole this week to a contract of $324 million. College basketball will be dominated by 7 teams this year: Gonzaga, Duke, Carolina, Kansas, just to name a few. If you don't like the NBA, that's fine. But don't use the parity argument. You know what I've never seen in my entire career since they invented the iPhone? I've never seen anybody go up and ask for a selfie with parity. Not one time. Hey, parity, can I get a selfie? You ask stars to get a selfie. You ask celebrities to get a selfie. You ask famous people to get selfies. And tonight, Giannis, LeBron, and AD are celebrities and stars and famous people, and they'll get a nice rating tonight. And so will Ohio State and Clemson. That'll get a massive rating because it's full of stars and great quarterbacks and traditional powers. If I have to hear again how you want parity, I'm going to vomit. Nobody watches parity. Hockey has it, and it's crickets. They had to play games in blizzards to get people to watch. That's hockey, and they've got nothing but parity. Tennis doesn't have it. Women's sports, women's basketball doesn't have it. Golf has it, and you all complained you missed Tiger. Then he won the Masters and the President's Cup, and y'all went crazy over the course of the weekend. Oh, my God, Tiger's back. He was dominant. He was the end of parity. And we all cry and go nuts. I watched Twitter this weekend. Everybody was talking golf. Talking about that guy, or they were talking about Tiger. And there was no parity with Tiger. So tonight it's LeBron, and it's Giannis, and it's the Bucks and the Lakers, and only the Clippers are good enough to potentially beat the Lakers or Giannis and the Bucks 4 times in 2 weeks. And I'm completely okay with it. Just admit it. You may not like the NBA, but don't use it as a jumping off point, ripping parity. College football doesn't have it. FCS football doesn't have it. Women's basketball doesn't have it. Men's and women's tennis doesn't have it. International soccer doesn't have it. Guess who's good in soccer internationally again? Let's go with Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Germany, Spain. Come on, give me a break. LeBron's going to end up either in the Western Conference Finals or the Finals, and he's going to beat Giannis. And you're going to ask for a selfie if either of those 2 guys, LeBron or Giannis, walk by in a hotel lobby. You wouldn't ask for a selfie from parity. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.